Alright guys, here's my aesthetic workout for the back and bicep muscle group. And as you can tell, this is like one of my better features on my body, is probably my back. I can honestly say the majority of the reason for that is because of pull-ups. More specifically, weighted pull-ups. So anyways, I always start off with 5 body weight for the warm-up. And it's always good. And you're going to see me obnoxiously checking myself out a lot because I'm kind of a narcissist sometimes, but hey, who isn't a narcissist at the gym? If you reach a certain level, you probably are a little bit of a narcissist, but I digress. Here's my first set. 250 pounds absolute weight being pulled up. Well, I guess to be more specific, it's like 252.5 being pulled up. But I get this for about 3 reps because I decided to go dead hang. I'm going to stop doing that because I noticed every time I went to the bottom and I internally rotated my shoulders, and every time I would kind of pull back up. I always make sure I externally rotate when I come back to pull up, but I find that I could probably get more reps if I didn't go all the way down to that dead hanging position, and it'll probably save my shoulders in the long run. But it was a really good stretch, and let's move on to the next set. I just have a 25 strapped on right now. I'd say another reason part for my back development is that I did calisthenics at one point. That really helped with some back development because beforehand it was just this, but I'd say it's more of like me developing up to like the muscle ups and stuff that like really kind of got me a better back than a lot of bodybuilders do. With that, well, I mean, to be fair, not even a lot of bodybuilders even do pull ups. They do a lot of lat pull downs, and honestly, I think they're missing out on quite a bit. Not only that, but it's just a few varying exercises that they're probably not doing that can really set off their back. But here we go. That was set 2, and now here's my last set. My last set is now with body weight, and again, I'm just trying to get focused on really going to that dead hanging position. See, that's what I should be doing right there. That's the good range of motion I want to do, but the thing is that I realized I was like, oh, in the middle of it, oh, I want to go back to dead hanging, just for, kind of shits and giggles, but I still wouldn't recommend that because you can really injure your shoulders if you're not careful. And here's my next exercise, is the alternating dumbbell curls. Curls for the girls, guys, but I have 55s here. I try to get about 7 reps per arm, and honestly, like, even though any type of curl is good for the biceps, I'd say the majority of your growth is going to be from doing any weighted pulling movement. I'll tell you that right now. Well, actually, it'd be weighted pulls and probably just rows and pulls. That's what's probably going to give you the most of your bicep development. But adding a little bit of accessory curl in there isn't that bad. But I do this for straight sets for a reason being that it just kind of, I don't know, I like doing straight sets with a little bit of accessory work. Sometimes I only like doing reverse pyramid training when it comes to like the compounds because I feel like I get enough intensity and an adequate amount of volume in with that first initial exercise. So there's that. And here's my last set of the dumbbell curls. But my feeling today was, I felt okay today on this exercise because, last week I was super bloated and I just felt like crap and, all that fun jazz. And ironically, I had such a stupid pump in my forearm that it made face pulls like hurt really bad. But luckily I managed. And here is my third exercise that I love doing. Everyone should be doing this. It's cable row. I think everyone should include some type of row in their back day if they want maximal back development. I'm going to be changing the split up next time, so next time I do this workout, the split's going to be, no, not the split, but the exercise selection is going to be slightly different. Instead of doing hammer curls, I basically swapped that out and I added another compound to my first thing because when I was contemplating on my exercises today, I was thinking, wow, I go from pull-ups to curls. A lot of times people don't even think of that. They're just like, yeah, that's pretty normal. But Actually, what I started implementing was rack pulls above the knee for my second compound exercise, and you're gonna see, guys, like my back's gonna be taken to another level. I'd say if you want the width, you do pull-ups. You do pull-ups to get those really wide lats. But if you want the thickness and like really good traps, rack pulls above the knee, guys, nothing, I guarantee you, nothing beats that crap. Your trap development's gonna go insane. And the reason why I kind of want to do more trap-oriented exercises is because I feel I can prevent some of the shoulder pain. Well, not prevent, but negate some of the shoulder pain that I get sometimes. Just developing my traps a little bit better. But anyways, this is done with rest pause style, so that's a good ordeal. It saves time. Intensity is still relatively the same. I mean, to be fair, like if you did 3 sets of 12, or just did the exercise rest pause style, I'd say the growth is actually about relatively the same if you do the math. If you do 15, 5, 5, 5, 5, and then you did 3 sets of 12, they're roughly the same. Well, the same amount of volume and the intensity. Depending on how long you take your rest period, because I feel that the intensity on rest pause is probably slightly more, only because you don't have to, you pretty much constantly have shorter rest periods instead of 12 reps, rest for like a minute, and then do another 12 reps, rest for like a minute, but instead you're doing like 15, then rest 5, 15, rest 5, 15, rest 5 for very, very short periods of time. But my arm development has been quite better. I think the overhead extensions for the tricep, the long head, has been getting developed really well. I swear to God, guys, that mirror makes me look like I'm way later than I actually am. It's kind of a curse, because it's like false advertising people. But as you can tell, I don't care if I look perfect at every angle. I'm just doing this for me, and you guys see the results. But I'll tell you right now, no matter what lighting, I look way better now than I did before, so let's enjoy that. And this is the exercise I'm going to be switching out because I feel I have too many bicep exercises, and to be completely honest, I don't think that's very necessary. So that's why I'm going to start doing rack pulls above the knee for the next exercise, and I'll get footage of that and how to do it properly, because some people still manage to screw it up, because I would claim that some of them just can't deadlift that much, and so when they do rack pulls above the knee and they try to they pretty much go way above their deadlift weight, that's when they get a lot of injuries. But you just gotta prepare, you have to periodize yourself for that kind of crap. But anyways, this is also done rest pause style. And any type of like cable movement, I think rest pause style is probably the better choice for it. The only one I don't do rest pause style that I use for cables is overhead extensions for the triceps, but that's just because, just spice things up. I always do rest pause. It's like compound or rest pause with reverse. It's like reverse pyramid training or rest pause. But I just want to mix things up a little bit. And sometimes I do straight sets with some accessories, but that's about it. Anyways, here is my last exercise for this. Well, that you see. That I would say like the majority of my time in this, because I did screw around with rack pulls above the knee after this, because I was like, let's just get some trap development in there and see how that feels. And I don't know, guys, I think rack pulls above the knee might be the key to everything. But anyways, I'd adjust that because I realized that if I'm laying back, it's not to my chest level, it's more like to my eye level. And see, there you go, that's more like it, because if I lean back, then it's more towards my chest level, and that's what you want. And the reason why I have to lean back is because I can't build enough power just to straight up just pull it standing up straight. I need a little bit of leverage to pull. That's why I lean back and kind of use a little bit of body weight to support me. But pretty much all my rear delt and traps. And the key is the reason why people say do the double bicep flex pose thing is because you automatically externally rotate your shoulder while doing that. As you can tell, I was screwed around flexing mid-sets. But guys, like, my back is by far probably like my best part of my physique. I have a V-taper. Most bodybuilders don't know how to build their back because they do a lot of bro-y crap, or they just train chest and arms, which, I mean, I guess that works, but you're gonna be very limited in your development because you grow as an organism as a whole. But you know, whatever. I digress. Anyways, this is the last exercise, and this is my back workout for aesthetics.